Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me as we go ahead and take a look into Boy Meets World, season number one, episode number 5, called Killer Bee. So, before we go ahead and get started, you guys, previous episode, in my opinion, was a really good episode. We actually got to get introduced to Topanga. Now, if you guys remember, I mentioned to you guys that I watched some of this show when I was when I was younger, and I watched it, but not really following it, to be honest with you guys. So I've always known going into this show who the characters are and things like that, but I never knew how it started. So last episode, I think it was really cool to see how Topanga gets brought onto the show. Now I wonder if she was like one of those characters that they throw into episodes like here and there. She's not really a regular, or I wonder if the last episode was the moment where we bring her onto the show to become a regular. So remember, Corey and Topanga, they don't really start dating until they're like a bit older. And Corey's still young here, Topanga's still young here. You know what I mean? So I don't know whether or not if they show her on the show that much until the later season. So I just wanted to throw that out there just to let you guys know. I do know. I know they eventually get together. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that was a really cool way, in my opinion, to get introduced to her character. Going into this episode, it's called Killer Bee. I'm guessing we're dealing with some bumblebees. Maybe, maybe not. I have no idea, but very curious to figure out what they're talking about when it says Killer Bees. So, if you are a fan of Boy Meets World and what we do here in Geeked Out Nation, don't forget to leave the like, comment, subscribe. Check us out on our Patreon if you guys want some early and unedited episodes. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this next one started, shall we? This is Boy Meets World, and here we go.
Yes, was it achieved by Minkus? Does it go to Minkus? Minkus, right?
Mr. Minkus.
That's a shock.
Thank you, Mr. Feeney. Your bonus question was a real stumper. Ow.
Miss Owens, excellent. Mr. Baker, very nice. Mr. Matthews, well, there it is.
A C? But I actually studied for this test. How did I get a C?
Let's see. Where to begin? Well, for one thing, Mr. Matthews, this section of the map is not East Germany.
It's not?
Perhaps you heard of a little incident with the Berlin Wall?
Was that during baseball season?
There is no East Germany anymore.
But the textbook says it's right next to West Germany.
Yes, well, the textbook also says that Alaska and Hawaii will make fine states someday. Things change, Mr. Matthews. Unfortunately, the Board of Education doesn't have the funds to keep up.
Then how am I supposed to keep up?
Watch the news. Pay attention in class. Look at the mimeographs I give you before you turn them into paper airplanes.
Ow.
Oh, poor Mikas.
What good would it do? They keep changing geography. Why can't it be like all the other subjects? Math. 2 + 2 is all.
And this year's first prize will be...
A Mercator projection pull down wall there?
Let's see what it is.
No. This year's winner will be Bat Boy at the opening game of the World Series.
Oh.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, so?
So I'm seeing my dream come true here.
Oh, right. Like Feeney's gonna take you to the geography tournament. You didn't even know they tore down the Berlitz Wall.
About this.
Can you babysit for your brother and sister Friday night?
Nope, sorry.
Misunderstood. You thought I was asking you a question.
Aerosmith's Friday.
Oh, you heard about that concert too?
Yep. Taking Heather Ralston.
Great. Well, I'll call a sitter and we'll all drive together.
Oh, you're going?
What do you mean, together?
I mean, your dad and I have tickets too. Have
Awesome.
you seen the broccoli?
I'll be hyped. I'll be like, yes.
Broccoli? Nope.
She threw it away.
Mother, and when I call you that, I'm referring to the generational chasm between us, which means you couldn't possibly be going to the same concert as me.
Why not?
Well, you know, Aerosmith's kind of loud for someone your age, Ma. I mean, you should really be listening to...
Careful.
Aren't Peter, Paul, and Mary blowing wind somewhere?
Mom, have you met my good friend Minkus?
It's nice to meet you, Minkus.
Call my mother.
He's a little nervous, Mrs. Matthews. We're gonna take him upstairs now.
27842. It's the only Minkus in the book. understand what that means.
It means that 1 out of every 4 people is a nerd. So when you look around this room and you don't see one, you're it.
But we can help you change.
Maybe I like how I am.
You like everyone always making fun of you?
No.
You like always being the last one picked for teams?
No.
You like everyone pulling your underwear up your butt all the time?
After the tournament, will you guys like me?
No.
Then I don't see what's in it for me.
All right,
Right.
name your price, you little creep.
When you guys play bombardment, could you not aim the ball at my head anymore?
Fair enough.
What's the point of playing if we can't throw the ball at its head?
Hi, who's first? Dad, you can't go to the Aerosmith. My first concert, okay?
This isn't your first Aerosmith concert.
Madison Square Garden, 1978.
We were there. You were here.
You ate him?
How old are these Aerosmith guys anyway? Like a million?
Yeah, our age. Row, C, read 'em and weep.
That's a third row. These are amazing.
Yeah, old guys get good seats.
Maybe we can buy him some decent seats near us so he can at least see the stage.
Hell
I
yeah.
don't want to sit near you guys, okay?
Oh,
I don't want to be
Eric.
in the same amphitheater as you.
Eric.
I don't even want to hear the same group as you. Go see if there are any seats left for Eric Clapton.
Eric Clapton's a beast, though. Are they just messing with him?
Mr. Feeney?
Mr. Feeney, I noticed you've left the classroom and turned east. Towards Europe, don't you know?
Oh my goodness.
Come on, give me a chance.
A chance to what, Mr. Matthews? To publicly humiliate me?
Not to win for you.
You've never shown any
Oh, okay,
interest
Corey.
in geography before this.
But I do have an interest in winning geography tournament. I can learn from you. How many times have you heard me say that?
Good point.
I don't believe I've ever heard those words in that order from you. All right, Mr. Matthews, I will take you on. I shall prep you for the tournament. I know that you're...
Death Valley and Mount Whitney. I find that extraordinary.
Extraordinary?
He's mutating, man. Ow.
Hey, dude.
Okay, Minkus. All right, dude.
Too weird for me.
I'm out of here.
Hey, my buds invited me down to the sewer pipes to break bottles.
Kilimanjaro.
Elton John.
Ours.
Led Zeppelin.
Oh, please.
Tina
Way
Turner.
before you.
Mothers.
Eric, if it bothers you so much that your mother and I go into this concert, why don't you rebel?
It looks very serious. Holy.
Your shoulders tense, Mr. Matthews?
Yeah, they're a little tense.
Then I suggest you go like this.
You should really relax, Mr. Feeney. I got a good feeling about this. Your trophy's in the bag, and I'm going to be handing out bats at the Fall Classic.
Hopefully.
Here you are, Mr. Bonds. Pinch it for you? Why, it'd be my pleasure.
Contestant 3, name the indigenous peoples of Tierra del Fuego.
Who are the Yuggans?
It is unnecessary to phrase your answer in the form of a question.
Sorry.
Contestant 4, what is the primary export of the Tuamotus?
Are these guys working from a different globe?
Stuff.
I believe that would be Copra.
Thank you. And contestant 5, to whom do they belong?
To whom does who belong?
The Tuamotus. Of what country are they a possession?
Come on, Corey. Come on.
Did you know that Hawaii used to be called the Sandwich Islands?
Oh, no.
The Earl of Sandwich who discovered peanut butter and jelly?
I'm sorry, the answer is France.
Oh, sure. She gets a no-brainer. Copra. Florida is the southernmost of the United States. Alaska is the northernmost of the United States. Hate a projection pull-down wall map.
Oh, I thought Corey was going to be like, I'll do it.
I'm hitting my head. I'm hitting the northernmost part of my head.
Oh, good. I'm the lucky boy with the cool parents.
Your mom was sitting on your dad's shoulders. It was adorable.
That's
I don't want
awesome.
adorable parents. Corey, you want adorable parents?
Yeah?
I just want them to make me lunch and pick me up from camp.
Oh, I didn't even tell you the worst thing they did.
What did they do?
Hey, they wore that.
Oh my goodness.
Concert, huh?
Yeah, hot, Dad.
What's the...
Well, the problem is that I've waited all year to take Heather to the Aerosmith concert. When I finally do, I should be having the time of my life.
You
But I'm
should
not.
have.
You know why?
No, why?
Corey.
What? I'm involved. This is interesting.
Because my parents are having my good time.
In better seats.
Well, why should our good time get in the way of your good time?
You're my
Speak the
parents.
truth,
You're not
Alan.
supposed to have any fun.
What?
You're supposed to sit here and wait for me to get home. And how come I'm home first?
We had backstage passes.
All right,
Oh.
that's it. Corey, move over. Sit next to you on the loser's couch. You lost that geography thing, and I lost my music, my parents, my entire generation.
I studied geography for the last 300 hours and I have nothing to show for it.
I had to wait in line all night to get those tickets. The only thing I have to show for it is Sonny and Cher.
Eric, I'm sorry, and I know it's tough to hear this, but your mother and I are at an awkward age. We're parents, but we're not dead yet.
Fine. Glad somebody had a good time. Come on, Heather, I'm taking you home.
Eric, stop right there. Sit back on that couch. Both of you.
Join me on the couch, Heather?
What is happening?
Corey, upstairs.
Why? I'm not remotely tired.
Corey.
But suddenly I'm over.
One.
That was awesome. That was pretty awesome, I'm not gonna lie.
2 outs and Barry Bonds steps up to the plate. The pitcher winds up. Guns.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was our episode for today. Season number 1, episode number 5, Killer Bee, Boy Meets World. Now, going into this episode, guys, I was kind of talking about Topanga, telling you guys that I was wondering how we were going to continue to see her. I kind of figured, that her role probably didn't mean as much as it does later on right now. You know what I mean? I figure we'll see her probably every once in a while. I mean, this right here kind of shows you guys what I mean. Like, there's a completely different young lady that's in Topanga's seat. Topanga was sitting there in the last episode. Unless this is like a different class period, maybe. But, I mean, I don't know. Because if it was, I guess you would assume that we would see Corey with a different teacher. But Mr. Feeney's his teacher, so no Topanga. Everybody's here but Topanga. So I'm not surprised. As I said, I didn't think that her role would have been like, I just don't think that it gets serious until later on season. So that's what I was pretty much getting at in the intro to this video. What I was kind of expecting to see happen here. This was a good episode, you guys. Corey just wants to, be the bad boy for the Phillies game. And can you blame him? He's like a hardcore Phillies baseball fan. Well, I think Corey is just a big baseball fan, period. But of course, Phillies, because that's where he's from. So he really wanted to just win this thing for, himself to go out there. But I like what we saw at the end of this episode, you guys. I like how Mr. Feeney said, you know what? Even though we lost, I still won. Not just me. You also won. Because you brought that C up into an A. Now, I thought there was going to be a catch to it. I thought Mr. Feeney was going to be like, oh, okay, cutting Corey some slack because he tried. But it looks like Corey's studying actually came back to help him. And I thought that was really cool. And I like that Mr. Feeney, by making Corey study, for the little competition that happened in this episode, it kind of made Corey enjoy studying a little bit. He kind of sounded like he was interested and got very into what he was finding out and what he was learning. And I was like, wow, that's really cool. That was really awesome to see Mr. Feeney help Corey out in that kind of way. You know what I mean? I mean, there is a prize overall at the end of this, and that's what Corey was trying to get to. But he still helped himself out, even though he didn't win that tournament. And I just love the way that they set it up and the way that they presented it to us. I thought that was really cool, really special moment. This made me kind of wish I had a teacher like Mr. Feeney. I'm not gonna lie. He's pretty cool for that, you know. That was really awesome. One thing I did want to talk about was that I kind of feel I kind of feel like Corey is kind of like a bully. I don't know. I know it sounds kind of crazy to say because Corey's a likable dude. He's the main character. He's funny, but the way he treats Minkus, there's no way that's not bullying. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt like he was definitely being a bit mean to Minkus, and not just him, his friend Sean as well, and the other kid as well. I'm not sure what the other kid's name is. I'm not sure if I caught it or I'm not even sure if they actually mentioned it. To be honest with you guys, they probably did. I just don't know what his name is. Yeah, they give me vibes of like bullies, you know, and that kind of is like, dang, that's kind of like I don't know. I just kind of feel bad for Minkus, you know? Like, I'm very curious to see what you guys say in the comments below. Do you guys kind of get that kind of vibe from Corey? Like, he's bullying Minkus a little bit? Like, I totally see that. And I'm just hoping with time, you know, that it gets better and that Corey starts to be more friends with Minkus more than anything, you know? Because let's be honest, Mika's kind of helped Corey get into this situation. You know what I mean? Corey wouldn't have gotten this position if it wasn't for Mika's talking to Feeney saying, I didn't want to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully we can see a little bit of a shifting in attitudes towards Minkus because at this moment, it kind of looks like he's bullying him. And it kind of seems weird because I feel like we're supposed to like Corey. And I do like Corey. I think Corey's awesome. He's funny, but it's just a bit weird sometimes to see. The last thing I want to talk about this episode is Eric. Eric, my dude, chill out. There's nothing wrong with your parents going to the same concert as you. Now, check this out. Look, I've been to a few concerts of my own. And to be honest with you, I think it would be pretty cool to go to a concert with your parents. Like, honestly, I think that would be probably the most funnest thing ever. Like, I can't even sit here picturing what it would be like to go to a concert that me and my mom both enjoy the artist, which there is an artist like that out there that I know for sure if we ever went together, it would be a great time. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of upset that Eric was kind of doing his parents like that. You know, they're people too, they're human too. They want to have fun, you know. Let them have fun. Everybody have fun. You know what I mean? But overall, this was a good episode. I really enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys did as well. And feel free, comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys feel like Corey is a bit of a bully? Very curious to figure out what you guys have to say about that. Thank you guys so much. I will see you guys on the next episode of Boy Meets World.